What's up, YouTube? This is some dude, and today I have my review of Batman Arkham City for you. It is the sequel to the massively successful and, in my opinion, extremely good game, Batman Arkham Asylum, which came out last year. But the big question is if this sequel lived up to its predecessor, and I will let you know.
Today, I'm starting the campaign to close Arkham City and make Gotham safe again.
Remember, Wayne is the priority target.
Surround him!
Hands in the air, Wayne. We have Wayne.
Target secured.
So, Batman Arkham City, the premise is the mayor and Hugo Strange have blockaded off like a large section of the city and have called it Arkham City, and they've started moving every criminal they can into this area, and Hugo Strange wants to do this to become the new hero of Gotham. He wants to kind of become the new Batman. And the story is really good. Hugo Strange, as I said, is the main bad guy, but then the Joker is also back, and then the Ra's al Ghul, or Al Ghul or whatever, is the leader of the Assassin's Guild, is back. He plays a big part in it as well. And then there are also tons of other side quests. There's Poison Ivy in it. There's the mysterious, I don't even remember his name, he's like a samurai guy. There's Mr. Freeze, and there's identity theft killer. Like, you can do all this stuff. I haven't even touched on like half of those because this game is just so overwhelming and encompassing that I'll get going on one area, like trying to find all the riddles or something, totally forget about the side missions, get sick of finding riddles, dive into the side missions. It's a really involved game, and there's a ton of shit to do, and it has been keeping me way busy. The graphics, first of all, if you haven't done so already and your internet connection can handle it, switch this video to 1080p. This game looks fucking amazing, and it's the same graphics throughout. The gameplay graphics are the cutscene graphics and vice versa. That's a huge plus for me. I don't know why, I just prefer that when a cutscene goes, you don't actually notice the transition. It doesn't take you out of the character's head or whatever. Little details like that. Also, little stuff that happens to Batman I'm a big fan of. As you get shot, like you get holes in your cape, as you get hit with stuff, you get holes in your suit. Even as the story progresses, Batman's facial hair starts to grow. Little stuff like that, just attention to detail, just really gives it points in my book. The combat system is back, just as Arkham Asylum. Kind of the free flow, timing, counter, just flowing from one enemy to the other combat system with a huge finishing move, which I really like. It's really monotonous, like it's the same thing over and over, but it never gets old because it's just so smooth and entertaining, and I don't even know, I can't even explain why I like that combat system, because I'm not usually into like button mashers, but it's not a button masher combat system, so maybe that explains that. Batman has a ton of new gadgets this time that he acquires from all these bad guys that he runs into. Like, he gets freeze capsules from Mr. Freeze, or like an electronic gun from someone else. He gets the gun that disables enemy weapons, also from Mr. Freeze, and they're all upgradable. You buy moves as you play through the game, which is really entertaining. Like, you don't have the same moves throughout the whole game. Like, you keep getting new moves, keeps it fresh, keeps it good, and you can apply those into that combat system that I mentioned earlier. The other huge plus of this, and what has been recently eating away hours of my life, is the Riddler challenges. This whole game is intertwined. Like, there's only single player, there's no multiplayer, but in the single player you find riddles as you find enough riddles, it unlocks Riddler challenges, and vice versa. As you complete Riddler challenges, you unlock the Riddler campaign. Like, it's all really tied together, and you have to hop from one to the other to actually complete the whole game. You can't just hop into one game mode and play it to the end. And in this Riddler challenge mode, there's individual scenarios. There's a combat and a predator. And in combat, it's just open combat. You're fighting waves of enemies, and you're trying to string together combos to get the highest score you can. Certain score quotas give you a certain number of Joker medals. And then the campaign is... Oh, and sorry, I didn't explain Predator. Predator is you're put in a room, just like in the story mode, with like 6 or 7 guys, and you have to dispatch of them as you see fit. You get medals for doing certain things, like take down a henchman from a vantage point, or like booby trap a weapons crate, or through a wall, or something like that. Makes it really entertaining. I haven't been able to stop playing that. I played through the story first. I am still playing through these Riddler challenges because I just want to get all these freaking Riddler medals. And then in the Riddler campaign, it's 3 of these scenarios in one package. So there might be 2 combats and 1 predator, and you play through all 3 with certain stipulations, like your health might slowly deteriorate over time, and you have to use 3 of these scenarios in the 3 levels. And you're giving 1 to 3 medals on each one, so there's 9 possible. It's kind of hard to explain, but really, really fun. For final thoughts on this game, I fucking love this game. As I said in my intro, I was a huge fan of Arkham Asylum, and I am just as big a fan as Arkham City. They're largely the same, with different bad guys and different upgrades and gadgets and stuff. But then you also tie in the aspect of, because you're in a city, it's a much more open environment. In Arkham Asylum, there's like that one courtyard area, and that was really the only area where you could fly around or glide around and really explore and use your grappler or whatever. In Arkham City, it's a huge open city, so there's it's massive, and the new dynamic of being able to glide around, use your grappling hook, and just free flow fly from one building to another and traverse the city was nice. It was fun, and the story is super good. I don't even want to talk about anything else that happens because it's really good, and I don't want to give any potential spoilers that piss me off if somebody had ruined it before. But just know it's really, really good, and I love these 2 games because they played off of the movies. Like, the movies were really dark, and it was a new way to look at Batman, and they brought in the Assassin's Guild and all that stuff like that. The games are doing the same thing, and they're really dark and really story driven, and if you like the movies, you should like the games. Overall, I'm impressed at games like this. More and more we see games shifting toward the multiplayer focus, and then there's games like this that come along and say, screw that, we're going to make a fucking awesome single player game, and I fully support that. If you can make a game with no multiplayer, and you know it's going to be the shit, and you know it's going to be the best game you can put out, that's awesome. I don't need some half-ass multiplayer mode in this game to make it better. It's almost perfect the way it is. In that regard, I am tempted to say that this may become Game of the Year for me. And I know it won't become Game of the Year for like the gaming industry, because I'm sure Uncharted 3 is in line to take that. If not Uncharted 3, probably Skyrim, but I'm not into RPGs that much, so for me, this might be the best game I've played all year, and I would extremely recommend it to anyone who is even a casual gamer or even a casual Batman fan. So yeah, that was my review. As always, feel free to write your own review in the comments section below, or thumbs up the reviews already in the comments below. That way, the top 2 most agreed upon comments should eventually become the top 2, giving you 2 opinions in addition to mine to help make you an informed decision, or help you make an informed decision as to whether you want to buy this game. I am some dude. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Later, dudes.